What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. In the year of 1979, Liberia's president was a talented man named William Tolbert. Now, that name sounds very African-American or American, and it is because William Tolbert was from the African-American South. His lineage was from there. He was a half African-American, half Liberian. They called themselves Americo-Liberians. That was the term to describe them. So they represented a group of people that came to Liberia as African-Americans and Caribbeans, and then they ruled the country for 130 years in the True Rig Party. But the former president was somebody named William Tubman, who was very loyal to American-style politics. He would always let the government write his speeches and things like that. He let the military stay there. But William Tolbert was different. He wanted to have the country on a world stage. And in 1979, he made a very grave mistake at the UN. He gave a speech either in 79 or 80, and he said something that might have been true for certain people, but he said, Israel must leave Palestine. Israel needs to get out of Palestine. Now, in 1980, there was a bloody coup by Samuel Doe and those things. He was even disemboweled. So if you guys know what that means, his bowels, large intestine, small intestine, was cut out of his stomach, brutally assassinated. And then there's a very, clip on YouTube where you see the 1980 Liberia execution of all of his staff on wooden stakes. Why am I talking about this? This is very important. Because as blacks, we tend to put ourselves into conversations that always get us into trouble. Now, y'all gonna say I'm selling out, but let me tell you what I'm talking about. There was an NYU law student, Rhino Workman. And for those you don't know, that's one of the most prestigious law schools in America. The being approved by the New York bar is a great achievement. A lot of DC lawyers, Georgetown, take the New York bar, right? It's just something it's California, New York, great bar to work for, a lot of money, a lot of opportunities. Wall Street's there, everything. She's getting ready to get a $250,000 job at a big law firm on Wall Street. And I don't know why she feels like she's, able to say this, but she said this, okay? She says basically, this week, I want to express, first and foremost, my unwavering and absolute solidarity with Palestinians and their resistance against oppression towards liberation and self-determination. Israel bears full responsibility for this tremendous loss. Okay? Now, the law firm, all right, which was Winston and Strawn, they said this. Today, Winston and Strawn learned that a former summer associate published certain inflammatory comments regarding Hamas' recent terrorist attack on Israel and distributed it to the NYU Student Bar Association. These comments are profoundly in conflict with Winston and Strawn's values as a firm. Accordingly, the firm has rescinded the law student's offer of employment. Let me just talk about this. Everybody has a people they stand with, Israel, Palestine, or whatever. Here's what you got to realize when you make statements like that. A lot of law firms in medical schools, either they're owned by Jewish people or they're sympathetic to Israel. Susan Wojcicki, who was CEO of YouTube just last year, is Jewish. Zuckerberg is Jewish. Of Facebook. So when you say stuff like that and you have bills to pay, who gonna pay them? Who gonna pay them? And what am I talking about? All of these global issues that we talk about, and it's unfortunate for both sides. I don't really know what's going on with this conflict. I know it's been going on for for many years, and it's unfortunate. People's lives are being lost on both sides. And I have friends. I have friends that I met one guy in Poland from Palestine. I have friends who are from Israel. Okay, people who are Jewish, Black, European, all of that. My message to all people who are Black: stay out of other people's business. Okay? Now, I know you're going to say, well, they dibble and dabble in our business. So that should be a reason why we can dibble and dabble into their business. That could be a true statement. But when you don't have the power, you don't have the influence, you don't have what somebody else has on the world stage, and they're economically more united than you, you need to learn how to stay out of that conversation. Just like over here in Uganda, I don't get into politics. If you ask me about Kenyan's politics, I could talk about certain things I see, corruption as a whole in the private sector or public sector. But if you talk about what's going on, who's warring with who, it's not my business because I can't change it no way. I'm worried about black people all around the world. Let me focus on that, what I can do to make it better. All this other stuff, giving a public statement about what's happening over in Ukraine or in Russia. As you know, Dima is somebody I've been working with for many years. He's been affected because he can't, it's hard to send payments and hard to do things there. We have to meet in Dubai. It's been very difficult for us over the last 2 years. We be having attitudes with each other and stuff like that, falling out. So he's stressed out over that. But I don't know. It's not my fight because I'm thinking about this. If it were the blacks, where is the energy for standing for these countries like Niger, like the Cameroon against the French, like Mali, like Burkina Faso? Why don't you talk about you standing up for those people that's more closer than us than standing up for what's going on for somebody else that we don't really know that much about? If we were like the Jews being focused on their group, or the Palestinians focused on their group, or the Arabs focused on their group, then we would be in a better position. I'm focusing my energy on my people, my group. I'm worried about them. Other groups, I'm sympathetic. Met a friend here. He's Israeli American, went to Stanford. He's having fits right now about what's going on for his group. I love the passion. I don't have any commentary on either side. I'm focused on the African American and the black groups around the world that we're trying to impact here. Stick to your business. Stay your nose out of other folks' stuff. Because if we were focused on us, you would have your job, get the experience of your own law firm, and bring it over to our community where we got a lot of money to support somebody like that. Black community got a lot of money. We got a lot of money to support our group. Why are we always in our noses about somebody else's groups? We don't understand what's going on there. So I stay out of that. It's sad what's happening over there. Been happening for years. But that's not our business. And if you talk about what's going on against Israelis, knowing what their power is, what do you expect? And I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes y'all are trying to stand up for people who would never stand up for you on either side. It could be the case in general in life. It could be your own group. But I'm going to be representing the causes and issues that I'm closely associated with and I understand. If it's something else, something going on in China, something going on in Taiwan, something going on in Ukraine, I'm sympathetic towards it. But it's not my business to be commenting on what's going on because that's not where I'm supposed to be. If God wanted me to be over there, I would be there. And my commentary supporting or against it ain't going to help what's going to happen over there. The government got to stand up and do that. I need to come in and do what the government ain't gonna do. The government ain't gonna come and help develop the black community or us. So that's where I need to be. And y'all know what's gonna happen when you come out and you make statements against people. You make statements against Israel. They're gonna get you. Look at Nick Cannon. They're gonna get you. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Then all the other law firms, when you say something like that, they're going to punish you. They have the power to punish. So if you know you need that job and you know you need to work in the industry, you need to shut up talking about Israel's conflicts. You need to be quiet talking about that. You need to talk about what you can change, actually, which is your group. Y'all not gonna like that, but y'all want to be able to have the freedom to talk about people. And listen, they're united. They're going to come and they're going to make you pay for that. They're going to come after you, even if they disagree individually. One thing about Israelis and Jews, or as a group, they are going to make you, if you say anything that they do that they feel is offensive, you're going to pay. You're going to pay. And the black community could learn something about that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.